Hi, I'm Stephen DiRado. I'm a teacher here at Clark University, specific photography, and I've been here for almost 40 years. But more importantly, I've been documenting the city of Worcester, concurrent with all the things that I do here at the university. I've been documenting neighborhoods, essays, and individuals throughout the city. So, this is the camera I'm using for a project called Across the Table. It's a small subcompact camera, point and shoot, very quiet. It can take 5 frames per second working with it. At one point, my wife said to me, "Honey, we never go out to dinner alone. By the time we work our way up to 5 p.m., you have at least 5 friends and 3 students visiting us." And I said, "Honey, that's not true." Not always, at least not always. There's a few times that we have dinner together. And I'll tell you what, remember that camera that I bought? This camera right here. Why don't I just bring it with me? And I will take a couple of snaps of you from across the table. I'll hand it to you, and you take a couple of snaps of me, and then I'll archive it. I'll put in it like coral seafood, and then I'll just, in the computer, just take the 2 photos and do this. Kiss them together, date it, be done with it. And then the next time I go out to get together for dinner, I'll do the same. So I realized it was a whole kind of level of psychology behind the work, interaction, social structure. So I started bringing it to lunches and dinners with other friends in mind, and I would pass the camera around the table because it's what we see that is directly from across. And I started editing and putting them together, and voila, we have a new project called, simple enough, Across the Table. I titled them. The title is very important. The location, the time, and the people involved, because I feel that we're all heroes. And just like those great grand paintings you see in museums of the Last Supper, to mention a cliche, that these are very important events with friends that I love and that I experience food and life with. Look, we're creatures of habit. We're social creatures. And so I've lived a life of socializing from a very large ethnic Italian family. We always came together, we've always had meals together, and the spur of the moment, we're boiling up some great food or frying some great food. And this whole idea of community is very astounding, important affirmation as a person living a life. And so by documenting places and people, they're common ground. They're not some place that I seek to specifically to make the photo. It's the local diner down the street from me, just 5 houses down. It's my neighbor's kitchen that I've been going to for the last 40 years. It's my mother's house. It's my aunt's house. It's my second cousin. It's my brother, my sister, and I can go on. And also the local pizzeria or the taco joint that's 2 blocks away. That these are common places that I meet people and they choose to meet me. In my mid-teens, I got the permission from my father with great eagerness to make a photo of Easter, actually. It was Easter that I photographed. And it was actually okay. I used my father's kind of fancy professional camera. Well, later in years, I became very interested in photography as an art form. Basically, it became selfish. It was going to be about me and not about family or anybody else, but my intentions, my curiosities that I can funnel through the conduit of a camera to create a narrative, the best story that I can say about those people. So I started shooting with this kind of camera, and again, analog, and the size of the negative is 8 inches by 10 inches big. Big one huge sheet of film. I'm God when I work with that camera. Well, this I want to see. I'm not going to use the term that I use in class. I want to see what things look like photographed. So with this, it's all these little surprises that I get because I take so many pictures and you take so many pictures, and I get to see these photos and see these wonderful, incredible narratives that I never would have thought of before. And celebrating food is my religion. It really is. Now you can understand why I document this stuff, because I just find it just to be just the most human experience and loving, all these people putting the time in to cook to please others. There's nothing like it. So it's not just the taste, it's the ceremony and everything else that comes around the festivity of again, food at the table.